Hi, everybody. It's hard to scroll through social media these days without seeing someone rave about intermittent fasting. They say it changed their life, that they eat in a small window, maybe 6, maybe 8 hours, and the fat just melts off. Some even say you don't need to watch what you eat at all. Just skip breakfast. And magic happens. It sounds effortless, almost too good to be true. But is it? If you're like most women trying to lose weight, you've probably wondered, does intermittent fasting actually work? Or is it just another trendy diet wrapped in new sciencey packaging? The truth is more nuanced. Yes, intermittent fasting, IF, can help with weight loss. But it's not because fasting has special fat-burning powers. It's because of what it helps you do better and what it helps you avoid. Let's dig into the science, the psychology, and the real results behind this controversial method, and whether it's right for you. At its most basic, intermittent fasting is not a diet. It's a pattern. A way of scheduling your meals to include windows of eating and periods of fasting, usually 16.8, fasting for 16 hours, eating during 8, 18.6, or even 24-hour fasts a couple of times per week. The idea is that by reducing the number of hours available to eat, you'll naturally consume fewer calories without necessarily counting them. And for many, that works. Multiple studies show that intermittent fasting is as effective, or slightly more, than traditional calorie restriction for weight loss. One review published in Obesity Reviews found that people practicing IF lost about 4 to 8% of their body weight over 8 to 12 weeks. That's real progress. But here's what matters more. It's not the fasting itself that's magic. It's the simplicity. Many women report that IF helps reduce mindless snacking, emotional eating, and late-night cravings. It gives structure, a boundary, to when food begins and ends. For people overwhelmed by food decisions, that can be powerful. And there's more. Fasting can improve insulin sensitivity, which helps your body process carbs more efficiently and stabilize blood sugar, a key factor in fat loss, especially around the belly. It also influences hormones like ghrelin and leptin, which regulate hunger and fullness. With consistent fasting, some people feel less ravenous during meals and more satisfied with less food. There's also evidence that fasting supports cellular repair processes, like autophagy, the body's way of clearing out damaged cells and regenerating new ones. While this doesn't directly burn fat, it may support overall metabolic health. So yes, intermittent fasting can be a helpful tool for weight loss. But here's the caveat. It's not for everyone, and it's not always sustainable. Many women, especially those with a history of disordered eating, find that strict fasting windows lead to obsession, guilt, or binge cycles. Some experience hormonal disruption, especially if they fast aggressively while undereating or overtraining. In fact, studies suggest that women may respond differently than men to prolonged fasting, especially when it comes to reproductive hormones and stress responses. Skipping breakfast and going too long without food can spike cortisol, the stress hormone, which can actually make fat loss harder. There's also the issue of what you eat during your eating window. If you fast all day but binge on processed food at night, weight loss won't happen. Fasting is a tool, not a free pass. That's why the quality of your meals still matters. Protein-rich foods, fiber, healthy fats, whole, unprocessed ingredients. These stabilize blood sugar, support hormones, and keep you full longer, regardless of when you eat. Let's meet Jessica, 39, from Austin. She tried intermittent fasting and loved the structure. She followed a 16-8 window, eating from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. But in the beginning, she still wasn't losing weight. Why? She was skipping breakfast but still snacking on chips and sweets out of habit, and not eating enough protein. With a coach's help, she restructured her meals. High-protein lunch, chicken, veggies, quinoa, satisfying afternoon snack, Greek yogurt, almonds, balanced dinner, salmon, sweet potatoes, spinach. She didn't feel deprived. She wasn't starving. And over 12 weeks, she lost 10 pounds, slowly but steadily, while keeping her energy, mood, and hormones in check. Intermittent fasting worked for her, but because she worked with it, not against her body. So what's the verdict? Does intermittent fasting really work for weight loss? Yes, but not because it's a miracle. It works when it supports your lifestyle, helps you reduce overeating, and allows your body to feel safe, fueled, and stable. If you try it, start gently. Don't starve yourself. Don't force rigid rules. Listen to your body. Track how you feel, not just what you weigh. Because real weight loss isn't just about eating less. It's about eating better, living better, and building a rhythm with your body that you can actually live with.